Previously on Decidedly Vanilla. I feel like I'm being watched. I said that in the previous video from the room. It's like I'm being watched. It's really strange. I feel like there's something in the tree line that's watching me. I can't shake the feeling right now. I'm being watched here, which I'm going to grab real quick. But morning, everyone. Oh, sorry, I've only just woken up. Welcome back to the latest episode of Decidedly Vanilla. This is episode 30, and something feels weird. What the heck? Oh, okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. No worries. I've just got a pumpkin in my head slot. What's happened? Why am I a pumpkin? Oh gosh, I was having this weird dream, and this isn't good. This can't be good. What's happened? It's only like October. What even is the date today? It's October 7th. Halloween isn't for a little while. I don't know. Why am I a pumpkin? Okay, this needs research. This demands some sort of action. I don't know what though. What the heck? Like, I'm just so confused by that right now. Okay, right. Let's see if Kane's in. He knows what to do with people with pumpkins on that. Does this mean I'm a bRaiN now? Have I become a bRaiN? I don't understand. I was having this weird dream where I was down in the sewers under the ruin, and then I guess I just woke up. I can't remember what happened after that. Kane, are you in? Kane. His doorbell doesn't work. Kane. Mango? Is Mango no, Mango's not there either. Oh, Dog's around. Dog, have you seen Kane? I don't know where Dog is right now. Kind of confused about the layout of Kane's place generally. That's quite an effective back gate though. I like it. Okay. So it doesn't look like anyone's around. Just fell in his infinite water source. There's pumpkins over there. But they seem like they're not attaching themselves to people's heads. Are there any bRaiNs around? I know there's a couple in... There's one in the hostel above Beers, and there's one that runs the bar. So maybe we can chat to them? I don't know though, they only speak sign language. It's the problem, and I'm not sure if I've got any signs on me. So I don't know. I'll chance it. I'll just see. Maybe I can communicate with them somehow if I'm... Hi, Brian. What? What, dude? Like, I'm... Is he scared of me? Is he... I don't understand. Like... Gosh, this is weird. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to have to do an episode as normal, but this is really freaking me out. Okay, right. Alright, this is... Because obviously it's not impeding my vision now, thankfully. But, gosh, okay. I had a couple of things I planned to do today, and I'm assuming I can still do them with my head apparently like this. I don't know. Anyway, we'll go and check this out because bRanN has been doing some really interesting stuff recently. His tech tree is progressing a little bit. If you've watched bRanN's series, you'll know what I mean. If you haven't, go and check it out because he's doing some really, really interesting stuff with the progression of Minecraft. He's doing things very differently. He's kind of building contraptions to help him smelt charcoal and things. And that just sounds like he's doing some kind of automation thing, but he's not. He's got these kind of like old school brazier kind of forge basin things built out here. And these armor stand markers, of course he's using armor stands. They've all got little hard hats on. But yeah, that's how to attract me in the wild, is use armor stands. He's got these plotted out and he wants me to build a path over here. I think he's okay with me talking about this on camera. I don't know why he wouldn't be. But yeah, he's built this bridge to a crafting manual he found in his library, which is really cool. Like the supports and stuff for it look very sturdy. I'm quite impressed by the standard of this bridge right here. Now I know you'll be loving this bridge right here. Anyway, this is going to be the place where the road terminates. So this is obviously, yeah, the final resting place. X marks the spot. And these things are really cool looking. They're kind of archaic machines for smelting of wood into charcoal, which seems to be the way he likes to do things these days. So he's got a few more set up over here. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of preparation work involved in a smelting operation of this size. So he hasn't quite got it finished yet, but the production seems pretty high. So that's an interesting thing. And he's got a couple of materials and stuff over here, and one of his double crafting benches, which I don't think I have the capacity to use. So maybe long term that means that he could craft more stuff than me, which is an interesting prospect. Anyway, we're going to move on and probably work on this path today. I think that's probably the best thing to do, whilst wearing this kind of immovable pumpkin. Like, I can't take off my face any more than that. So we're around the back of Dolan's place, and this seems like the kind of weird arcane stuff that maybe Paige or Dolan might be able to help me with. But Dolan is kind of taking a leave of absence from Minecraft in general right now. He's trying to focus his YouTube channel on other things, and that's fair enough. Like, I can understand that he's kind of bored with it and wants to move on to other things. Like, Minecraft has a bit of a shelf life for a lot of people, I know that, so that's absolutely fine. We wish Dolan the best of luck in whatever he wants to do, and apparently he's asked me to decorate his house just in case he wants to come back on the server every now and again, so maybe we will be able to do that. But this path is going to be joining up to, from what I can see here, the end of Clandle's kind of cobble pathway. So it's going to kind of go up the mountainside over to there, and I guess I'm going to have to build a bridge. And there's a bit of a wall kind of coming up there, but yeah, I'm going to have to build a bridge. Like, I guess I am a bRaiN. That's kind of hilarious. So yeah, we'll work on a bridge, and we'll work on the pathway, and we'll see if we can get it looking. I want to make a couple of them look, a couple of the elements of the pathway look a little bit like bRanN's suspended bridge over there. So give me a little while to come up with some stuff, and I reckon we can crack it. Okay, the path is coming along quite nicely. I'm really happy with this so far. It's a little bit rugged coming out of here because of the cobblestone and everything. I figured it was nice to kind of throw in a bit of different texture, but I've kept it pretty simple. Just spruce wood, stone bricks, and the occasional cobblestone wall with torches on it. And then you get to this bridge, and I think I must be a bRaiN now because I'm really, really happy with how this bridge turned out. I think it looks pretty good. I added in some cyan stained clay just for a bit of different grey texture, and yeah, I copied a little bit of bRanN's style, which I believe he got from a handbook by a Dr. Cross, I believe was the author. So yeah, evidently the guy knows what he's talking about, because this is some pretty good bridge construction. It doesn't have any supporting sort of struts underneath, but I think it's okay. It's kind of holding itself up with its own weight, and it's got two pretty sturdy moorings on either side, so I think that will be fine. I need to start clearing up some of these armor stands. I think bRanN may have left these as some sort of, I don't know, reward for me having, like, here, have all of these armor stands for building me a path. That's kind of cool, because he's not a man of means. Like, I'm not really expecting to be paid for this job, because right now bRanN isn't at the stage where he can even mine diamonds, so I'm not going to exactly charge him in that kind of stuff. But yeah, was working on this path over here, and this is pretty much straight up building with bOO, because I think he has a pathway like this kind of going along the edge of a ravine in his single player world, and yeah, I took that idea and I kind of wanted to make this like little sunken pathway, and it's obvious that you don't want to jump off the other side of that, so hopefully people won't just walk off the edge. But I noticed as I was coming over here, you get an absolutely amazing like look at this ravine over here that's just kind of carved into the hillside, and you'll have to forgive the pumpkin, but that is gorgeous. Did I just say pumpkin? I meant pun. Like, you'll have to forgive the pun, but it's gorgeous. And there's a crafting table down there, so somebody has already explored that. I wonder if that's where me and Swordfish went in that caving episode. I'll have to watch it back and see, but yeah. Did I just say pumpkin? That's really weird. Anyway, this thing might be affecting my brain somehow, considering it kind of it's on my head right now. Anyway, I'm going to start collecting up some of these armor stands as we complete sections of the path. I haven't really done any more over here yet. The path kind of leads up the hill here, so we'll have to figure out some kind of climbing pathway design and then it reaches bRanN's bridge that he's already made kind of around there. So we'll take the path over the hill, we'll connect it up to that bridge, and then we'll see what we can do about going beyond that. Right, I've collected up a bunch of those armor stands, and they've all got these yellow caps on, so I'm probably going to return those to bRanN, because I don't really have any use for them. Oh my gosh, what is this? Oh, what are you? I'm the one with the pumpkin on his head, and I find this freakish. Oh my goodness, he's got little arms and everything. Oh, that's just weird, man. Anyway, I'm gonna leave the caps in here as I collect them, but I'm keeping the armor stands. So far I've got 7 because he kind of arranged them in a little plus shape over there. Kane has done a little bit of improvement on the natural spa as well. It's actually now staffed by a Brian who also isn't talking to me. Okay, and he's kind of lined the outside in prismarine. He's going to make a massage area and stuff. And there's a little table out here. It's really nice. I like it. It's definitely improved a lot on the original design, which was pretty cool anyway. So yeah, that's what's happening over there. Gosh, bRanN's shop assistant. Oh man, that's that's kind of hilarious. Anyway, sorry. Back to building the path. Okay, we are pretty much done with the path. I just have to drop off a couple of the supplies with this odd fella. I think it's the fact that, like, villager heads are normally a little bit taller than that, and so just seeing him with this kind of squat head and these really big shoulders is kind of making me laugh. I don't know. But anyway, we still have a pumpkin on our head, for one thing. We've got the path pretty much done. I just want to add a couple of details, specifically some more bushes and stuff, like leaves around the place, just to kind of give the place a little bit more of an atmosphere. And I want to kind of tell you the story of this place as I see it. It may differ in bRanN's retelling of things, but I'm kind of getting a vibe from his sort of side of the story that makes me want to... Wow, 2 chickens, 2 eggs, not bad. That makes me want to kind of imbue this area with a bit of a story. So this is a bridge. I've shown you the bridge and the path already, and coming over here, it still kind of fits in with the general vibe of Freehaven. You know, it's quite well built. It's got kind of, well, I think a few people might take issue with, like, is Freehaven well built? We don't know. No, I think it is. I really like this area. I think everyone's done a great job building around here, much as they will probably be modest about it and say, no, my stuff's all right, you know. I think we're great builders over here. Anyway, this kind of pathway out here is kind of nice. It's kind of suspended above this ravine kind of area, and I really like it. Then you kind of come up here and the path starts to deteriorate around here. You start to get cobblestone and stuff creeping in, and by here it is starting to fall apart a little bit. And over here is where I figured it would kind of be where the logging area starts, because bRanN has mentioned that that's kind of an area he's going to be chopping down a bunch of the trees, and that's the place that in the storyline of his kind of like charcoal industry kind of place, everyone's been cutting down the trees around there. So my idea for this place is that at one point it was like a mega taiga. I've put in some podzol and stuff around here and a bunch of spruce trees, a couple of these mossy cobblestone boulders, basically to give the impression that it used to be a mega taiga. And I've thrown in a spruce tree over here, and I wanted to show you a couple of really cool tricks that I've learned along the way. First being, put string over saplings and they won't grow. Now that might be kind of common knowledge. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have found that out before, but when it comes to adding detail to an area and making it look like a bunch of the trees have been chopped down and maybe 1 or 2 seeds have fallen and they're starting to grow back, but they're not fully grown, putting string over the top of the saplings will make sure that they never actually grow. So that is kind of useful, and I've done that here and there in like strategic little places around here, and from a distance you would never notice the strings, so that much is kind of useful. Another thing I wanted to do was actually back here, back over by this bridge over here. It's all the way across the bridge, so I'm going to run all the way back over here to prove my point to you guys. But string also affects cobblestone walls. If you have them in this kind of straight low pattern where they're connected to stuff, pop a string on top of there and it changes the shape of the wall, like it's got something above it. Like you can put torches on there to do the same thing, but string is virtually invisible and will create the same effect. So thank you to Tree Root Plays for pointing that out on one of his live streams. That was a really cool trick, and I decided I needed to use that somewhere. So just to add a little bit of detail to that wall, you could do it all the way along and have the wall kind of sticking up at various points. That's that's a really cool trick. I really like that a lot. So yeah, around here, the path kind of deteriorates a little bit, like it's been either well-worn and well-used, or it hasn't been properly constructed. And I put in some spruce logs around here because that is what they would have in abundance if they were chopping stuff down. And this is meant to be like one of those large trees. In fact, I might kind of put another log there, just like it's kind of, because when they fell trees in real life, they make the cut that's gonna help it fall at an angle, don't they? They don't just chop it straight across the middle, because that doesn't help the tree kind of fall by itself. It's probably kind of dangerous because you don't know which direction it's going to fall. So cutting the tree like that would probably be what they do. And these logs and stuff around here are just meant to be remnants of the logging trade in this area. I might even make a wood stack, maybe somewhere around here. That's probably a cool idea. This is I say I'm finished with the path, but I'm still having cool ideas for the area, so we will probably just make a really quick log stack here, and then I can show you what I've done with the rest of the path. The rest of the path, to be honest, looks quite similar to the rest of this, so it's not going to be that interesting to show you absolutely everything I've done, because most of it is more or less the same. But I really like the vibe of this area now. I think it's kind of interesting, and it's kind of like OPC, which is Dolan's kind of parent company thing that he created for his shenanigans back on the old Decidedly Vanilla server. They've kind of taken over this area for their logging operations, basically. That's kind of what I'm doing. So we'll come back and we'll put some rails and ladders around this to make it look like it's strapped down. I've done that in other areas before, so I don't really need to show that on camera. You can see the lumber camp in Ramsfell for a cool example of that. This is bRanN's bridge, and I think he's done a fantastic job of designing it, and like I said, I try to incorporate some of the design of that into the design of the bridge over near Freehaven, but just give it kind of a unique difference. So over here, yeah, we've got the line, the path is lined with cobblestone, a bit of coarse dirt, and a bit more pumpkin, why is that happening? A bit more podzol in the ground around here, and the path is kind of a little bit more dirt around here, but then that's because they're kind of dragging the logs up to this place, so I figure the path would be a little bit disturbed, you know, and this is where it ends, and we're going to take out all of the armor stands right now, and that is our payment. We've got 20 armor stands total from that. Thank you very much, bRanN. I will accept your payment of 20 armor stands, and I'll return that last cap to you. I might put it on for now, just to disguise the fact that I'm a pumpkin-headed guy right now. But oh my god, I need to get this done. Oh, sorry. that was another pumpkin. I mean, pun. Oh, why is this happening? What's going on in my head? I don't understand what this pumpkin thing is doing here. Anyway, right. Path is complete. Thank you so much to bRanN for commissioning this. It was a great project. I had a lot of fun doing it. I hope you really like it. I'm going to do a little bit more bone mealing around this area, just to kind of get the flowers coming up here and there. I think it needs just a little bit of grass, a little touch of grass around the area, and some spruce leaves just as bushes. I think those would look good. So if I still have a bone, I do. I'm going to grow some spruce right here, right now. And of course it's not going to grow with the bone meal I have on me, not to worry. I will get that done off camera. I will just add a couple of bushes to it, and check out bRanN's series if you want to see how the path came along, because I think it should look really good. I thought for a second I saw a skeleton down there, but it was just the supports of this bridge. And wow, there are a ton of pigs here. I haven't seen that many pigs on this server. This is pig central right here. Interesting. Maybe there can be a pork trade to go along with the spruce wood trade, or maybe that's what he's making all the charcoal for. He's going to start his own little restaurant in competition to mine, and like have charcoal broiled pork or something on the menu. Anyway, that will do for today. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Decidedly Vanilla. I need to work out what on earth is going on with my head right now. But you'll probably see a little bit more of that in an upcoming episode. This episode of Decidedly Vanilla was brought to you by the kind Patreon donation of DaveGaming14. Thank you so much for supporting me on Patreon. I'm really looking forward to playing with you on the Patreon server when you join in November. If anyone else is interested in donating to me on Patreon, head over to patreon.com/Pixlriffs and check out the awesome rewards over there. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and I will see you guys soon. Bye for now. You take a leap of faith off of whatever cliff you happen to be standing on, and the wings will spread after you get to a certain point of falling, and then you just glide around using the mouse. I'm not touching the keyboard right now. There are no